Let me gratefully acknowledge the President of the Republic of Zambia, my brother, President Hakainde Hichilema. Let me appreciate the presence here tonight of that awesome threesome that constitutes government. The judiciary is represented here, as I understood. The legislature is in the House. The executive, led by the inimitable President Hichilema, is here. Let me appreciate members of the diplomatic corps, all public officers, ministers from Botswana, and let me greet you, ladies and gentlemen, greet each and every one of you individually and personally, and thank you for being here with us today. Words are not adequate to describe the gratitude that we all feel in relation to the warm hospitality extended to us by the President of the Republic of Zambia, by all the ministers, public officers of the Republic of Zambia, and indeed by all the Zambian people. We are most humbled. Thank you very much. As befits my status as a visitor, a guest, my remarks will be brief. The President has spoken in his usual searing eloquence, described in hospitable detail the good work that was done today. And I stand to confirm and corroborate every word that he has uttered. And I thank him. It has been said, and I think with great truth, that poets are the unacknowledged legislators of the world. And I remember, if you don't, that when I spoke at the summit of the African Union, I relied on the words of an African poet, David Diop, born of a Senegalese father and a Cameroonian mother, died young at the age of 33, 1960, in a plane crash. But he left us with a painful question that he presented in the lines of his poem. He asks in that poem, Africa, tell me, Africa, is this your back that is bent? This back that breaks under the weight of humiliation. This back trembling with red scars and saying yes to the whip under the midday sun? This is the devastating question that he asked before he passed in 1960. And since then, the African continent has been wrestling with this question. It is an existential question. Tell me, Africa, is this your back that is bent? And Martin Luther King says to us, folks can't ride your back unless your back is bent. The poet says, is this your back that is bent? Martin Luther says, folks can't ride your back unless your back is bent. So we've got to straighten up our backs, because when folks straighten up their backs, you know they're going somewhere. And so we were here today to begin to strengthen up the first few faltering steps in the direction of building a buoyant, a resilient, a united, a proud Africa. And so we met in Lusaka today to reaffirm, to deepen, to broaden a relationship between Botswana and Zambia. A relationship that must translate into concrete deliverables, that must transform the lives and livelihoods of the multitudes in our countries. A relationship that must serve as an exemplar for the rest of the continent. Call on the rest of Africa to straighten up our backs. And this relationship must endure. It must carry and sustain not just Botswana and Zambia. It must ripple far and wide and cover the rest of the African continent. And so at this point, ladies and gentlemen, let me humbly request you to straighten up your backs and rise to your feet. As I speak prophetic words to the African continent, we've got to straighten up our backs. Folks can't ride our backs unless our backs are bent. We've got to straighten up our backs. And so, to the straighten up of our backs as Africans, to the reassertion of our pride, our unity, a deepening of the ties that bind us, to the health and vitality of every son and daughter of the African soil. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to stand at attention for the national anthem of the Republic of Zambia.